your host, Patricia, and today we've compiled a list of some of the best cafes in Tokyo to work remotely from. First one being Komeda Coffee. We just got sat down, and because it is currently before 11 a.m., you can actually order it from the morning set. So you basically order coffee like you usually would, but then you can get some free bread and some pastes and some butter and stuff for free on top of your coffee. So I think I'm gonna go with the toast. What about you, Sha?
I'll be getting toast, but unfortunately I can't have butter and jam.
Yes. So we found out you have to choose if you want butter or jam. You can't get both. So that's really odd. And they don't have peanut butter for my Americans. Ooh, there's a lot of like customization options, which is not a thing in Japan usually. You can choose how much milk you want, the sweetness, how much ice. It not only opens super early compared to some other cafes you'll find in Tokyo, you'll see a lot of locals working here too. There's not a lot of foreigners or tourists. I think we're the only ones here that are not Japanese. Depending on which branch or chain you visit, they might have a time limit. Like this one in particular, we're in Shibuya, so they've got a 90-minute time limit. So just keep that in mind. So our food just came, and I got the jam on toast, fluffy toast, and a hard-boiled egg. This is my go-to, but apparently it's a bit odd. Let me know. Sha just made himself a butter tamago sandwich. Look at the beauty. Comment which one you prefer. I think mine is the winner. You can also get their other food. They have french fries, karaage, which is fried chicken, or like katsando. So I'm hungry. Let's dig in. I'm just gonna show you how fluffy this bread is. The bread pull, guys. The bread here is amazing. Crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, crispy on the bottom. Oh, honestly, you guys should just come for the bread. Don't even work. Just buy bread and go home. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is actually an outlet right next to me. So what's cool about Komeda is, of course, they supply you with outlets so you can plug your devices. They also have free Wi-Fi that you can use. And they have several different seating options. We're in the booth right now, but you can also go to the open tables. There's countertops that face the window if you want more of a view. I'm gonna finish off my food with the remaining time we have and then get some work done. So I'll see you outside. We're here at Streamer Coffee Company, which is actually only a 10-minute-ish walk away from Shibuya Station. It's gonna be a common theme for today's video. Everything is very accessible. So each store that we visit, super accessible. So here we have a military latte, which is basically matcha, white chocolate, and an espresso. Very interesting. As well as a red velvet brownie. Red velvet is really hard to find in Japan, I found, so having this is a game changer, I think. And if you're wondering why we're sitting outside where there's no outlets, it's because the inside has outlets, but because the music is playing, we're not trying to get copyrighted, so we're out here today. But if you want a more cozy environment, you can head inside and use their outlets. So with Streamer, it's actually a little bit more of a louder place. They've got, you know, really cool music playing in the background and people are having discussions. So if you're coming here for some peace and quiet, you might want to bring some headphones. Otherwise, it's a very like casual place to, you know, have meetings, or you can take calls unlike some other cafes. So just keep that in mind. Let's try this pretty looking drink. Wow, that is really nice. So I got something that has matcha. I've never had matcha and coffee all in one go, but this is really nice. It's very smooth, easy to drink, and it doesn't hit too hard. This is the red velvet brownie. I think this is the cream cheese bit. Let's try it. No, I don't really feel like it tastes like red velvet, but it's still really good. I don't know how to describe it. It's delicious. Cream cheese is nice and creamy kind of flavor, and it kind of tastes like a subtle chocolate. They've also got several different options that are quite unique actually. I think I saw like a vegan banana cake kind of thing. So they have other like treats if you want to pair it with your coffee or matcha. Good options. So like I said, this place has a lot of amenities, like they have outlets for you to use or free Wi-Fi, and there's different locations all around Tokyo. So there might be one close to you. You might want to check that out. If you're looking for something a little bit more oshare, then you can also check out their sister store, which is called Lattes, and it's nearby. So you can check both of them out. Of all the places that we shared in this list of places you can work remotely from, This is probably the least expected, and it is a karaoke room. Not only do you get your own little room, but you can also lay down and rest if you need a little bit break. It's also completely private. So you get a lot of privacy, and it's got this like moody music. If you're a little tired from working, you can also have a little singing break in between sessions. And they also have a drink bar. But I will say, not every karaoke place is like this one. This one specifically is in the dead center of Shibuya. It's in Mori. And so it's a great access. It's got the drink bar and stuff, and it's extremely clean because it's very new. If you go to some other cheaper ones, you're probably paying the same price, but for a lot less good of a service. So just be careful of that. It's also the most cost effective during weekdays, which is why a lot of students will also come here too. So if you're feeling a little stressed out from all the work, then, you know, you can grab a microphone and just let it all out, scream your heart out like the Japanese do. This is actually one of my favorite karaoke rooms. I don't think I can go back to a regular karaoke room now that I've been here. The ones I've been to have really like stinky smelling rooms and like sticky floors, so this place is really nice. I'm taking a look at the menu here, and it looks like they've got like really good quality, like proper restaurant food. Shaw is actually a regular at this place, so do you have like a recommendation?
The tree of onion rings, or the French fries, like you just get so many, it's so good. Pizzas are good here as well.
Yeah, the pizzas look legit. Like this is something that you could find at an Italian restaurant. Look at them kneading the dough. So quality food, quality service, drink bar, what's not to like? Obviously this place has outlets and free Wi-Fi, but if you're feeling a little bit like, you know, you really want to study and concentrate, you can just crank up all the lights and make it kind of a very serious environment. Or if you want to have fun, you can turn on this disco ball and kind of have a little work session party. You know, like you can, there's music, there's like, yeah, you feel it. Oh my God. Oh, I did not like my dancing.
Yeah. How do you not know this song?
Don't expose me. Even though you have a private room and a nice little place to lie down, you gotta watch yourself, behave, because there is a camera and someone is watching you. If you're working remotely, you probably have a lot of your valuables with you, like your iPad, computer, maybe your SSD. And although Japan is known for being super safe, you really never know, especially in big cities like Tokyo. This is where Safe Doing has you covered.
Even though Japan has a reputation as one of the safest countries in the world, you never know when something could go wrong with your travel plans. Whether it's lost luggage, a sudden illness, delayed flight, or a motor accident, it's essential to have a safety net. With SafetyWing Travel Medical Insurance, you're covered from just a few dollars a day. You can start your coverage anytime, even if you're already on the road. And if you find yourself wanting to stay longer, no problem. You can extend your coverage for up to a year. Healthcare in Japan can be costly, and having SafetyWing prepares you for any medical emergencies without breaking the bank. And signing up only takes 5 minutes. Click the link in our description to get started with SafetyWing today and travel with peace of mind.
We're at the next spot, which is Roasted Coffee Laboratory, and we've got ourselves a sandwich, and I think I had too much coffee, so it was time to get something else. We have tea and sparkling lemonade. This place is actually known for having legit good quality meals. We did get a sandwich this time, but they like grill it for you using a proper griller. I can see the marks. And they've also got a whole variety of like different pancakes, actual like legitimate cakes. This was just one of the many sandwiches they had, but it looks delicious. Some of the other coffee shops that you might see, they have like pastries or sweets, but if you want proper food, this is the place. Usually Japanese sandwiches kind of catfish you. They're like only half full, but let's see. Okay, this one is actually filled to the rim. This one's the real one, the real good deal. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, this one is nice and hearty, and it's pretty heavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat it already because I am hungry. By the way, this is the mushroom, spinach, and bacon sandwich I'm having, and it's nice and warm. Sometimes you don't want a cake while you're having your meeting. Sometimes you want proper, hearty food. So I'm glad this option exists. So the good thing about this is, again, great access. It's only within a 10-minute walk from Shibuya Station. So it's close enough to where you can access it, but then not too close to the station, so there's actually seats available. There's not too many people. It's nice and quiet. You can actually get work done. We're actually sat outside, and there's a lot of outdoor seating with nice like big heaters to keep you warm. But if you go on the inside, that's where you'll get the outlets, and of course you can access the free Wi-Fi from inside or outside. This is more of a place to quietly work. You know, it's not too loud. You don't want to have loud conversations or joke around. This is for people who want to just work quietly, be in the zone, talk with your girlfriends about your latest breakup. Yeah, this is the place for that. Way too much food and coffee, so now we're just gonna speed through some of these recommendations. The next one here is called Sarutahiko. So what's cool about this is it's actually probably the closest cafe that we're gonna mention to the station. It's only about like a 5-minute walk or so, or maybe even less. And they've even got like a seating area that resembles a tatami mat. It's not actually, but it's like a mat, so you can sit on the floor. And overall, I feel like the cafe vibe kind of represents a more wa, or a Japanese feel. This place has no outlets, but it does have free Wi-Fi. This next spot is Dina DeLuca, and it's in Shibuya Stream. They've got free Wi-Fi and outlets, of course, but the real reason to come is for the food. They've got great selection of pastries, but also like the savory food if you want sandwiches. I took a look, it looks delicious. They've also got a lot of different chains around Tokyo, but make sure you check on Google Maps or just on the website itself to see whether they have an actual place to sit, because some of the places are just kind of a walk-in, walk-out type of situation. This next place is Valley Park Stand, and it's basically on top of Miyashita Park. We're literally right at Miyashita Park right now. It also leads to Sequence Hotel's lobby, so you can go directly to the hotel. This place has outlets and Wi-Fi, so you got that covered, but also they have very vibey atmosphere. So if you're coming here, I don't know, but when I walked in, I felt like you kind of have to like dress up a little bit more than the other cafes. And they've got wine. So if you want to drink some wine in the middle of the day, they've got that. They've got some beers, craft beers, cocktails, you name it. We showed you around several different remote working cafes within Shibuya, but a lot of these places also have stores all around Tokyo. My favorite from the list that we showed you today was probably the karaoke room, because that was the most, I guess you could say, igai, or the one that surprised me the most, because usually karaoke rooms aren't like that. But let us know in the comments which one your favorite was. All right guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.